Hi, so I was very excited to get this opportunity to learn more about the Dublin, Ireland punk rock trio named Sissy. Sissy is self-described as a feminist and DIY band, and I was interested in them because Ireland has historically been a very conservative country, and I know I was raised Catholic, so I have the image in my head of Ireland as that old Irish Catholic priest. But within the last 10 years that Sissy has been together as a band, Ireland has actually gotten more and more progressive. And so I wanted to follow up specifically on reproductive freedoms and women's, the pro-choice movement happening in Ireland within the last 5 years. So abortion had been criminalized in the country since the late 1800s, or just like forever. And it was reaffirmed as being criminal in the 80s. But in the 1990s, those policies were relaxed a little bit, and all the men in power basically allowed women to, it was still illegal or, blocked in the country, but restrictions were loosened on women's travel so that they were allowed to then travel outside of the country to obtain the health care that they needed, usually going to England. So in 2017, Sissy created a song called Sail and Rail, which they released the track right before the vote on reproductive choice was, about to take place, reproductive rights. They released the track Sail and Rail, which speaks to the two modes of transportation that a woman might take to England, either sailing across the channel or the train, the channel to get to, Sail and Rail, the train to get to England. That's from Paris, sorry, strike that. But anyway, I was also really intrigued by Sissy as a band and the idea of DIY bands. DIY meaning do it yourself, and it's kind of this idea that we are DIYing or do it yourselfing social change, and I think that's relevant in our country too. They used the song itself, Sail and Rail, mimicking Enya's, if anybody remembers the very famous recording artist, solo singer-songwriter Enya out of Ireland, Orinoco Flow, that goes sail away, sail away, sail away. And so they mimicked that with sail and rail, sail and rail. The video of that song that I've attached here is so powerful, using footage from pro-choice marches, from vigils honoring women that had been lost. And their song and their actions really do spread the message that abortion is not shameful and it is healthcare. And in 2018, Ireland passed that pro-choice legislation, allowing a woman full agency and control over her reproductive choices. So that old staid Catholic priest I imagined, I can change and now imagine young feminist punk rockers like Lee Arthur. And sadly, in 2022, the United States was the one who regressed back into those antiquated ways when we did away with Roe versus Wade. So I can really get behind Sissy's long-term goal to smash the patriarchy. Thanks so much.